Hey, good morning. Quick check-in for the energies. It's October 4th, 2022. My name is Ruby, and what I want to do is pull the cards for the collective. So I'll do a quick tarot oracle, quick catch-up on the numerology that we've been going through for the past few days, and see where it goes from there. So I hope that you're all doing well. Let me grab my cards, and I just randomly decided to pop on. This is not planned at all whatsoever, which, we're all working through some things. Let me grab my cards. So I've got my cards as well as I've got the numerology taken care of for the end of the year. I don't have the astrology all together with it. It's one thing at a time. I start doing the cards, and then as the cards start channeling the astrology, and so then I'm in the astrology, and then it's like, oh, okay, now it became so much. So this is why I felt just so many talents just all pulsating through these fingertips. Try to get it to the masses in an orderly fashion is really just something that's on the table privately. So maybe you have a lot going on and you need to find a way also to get organized, or could also just, with the matrix pressure, the holidays creeping up, we already know Christmas is coming, But that doesn't exactly feel relevant. It feels more like a personal, impersonal, how can I get my gift to the collective type of mentality. So I think when we left off, we were talking about the 29th of September. We moved into the 30th, obviously, with the moon and the hermit, and the 5 of cups and the hermit. The last video you could find in my video section about, 11 days ago. What with the consistency and such. So, as we've moved into the month of October 1st, we'll talk about some numerology. What do we start off with? Thank you for being here and joining in with your energy. We're going to draw the tarot cards for the collective, so send out your heart vibrations up, out, and around the earth and into the universes below in our egg-shaped cosmos. So we do thank the great and divine creator for bringing us all together, as we thank ourselves for creating the life that we live in this moment that we have chosen from the great beyond. October 1st, numerologically speaking, we have the Star card and the Strength card. Star card is going to be more of a representation of Aquarius, okay, and Strength card is in Leo, and there's also a little bit more of a representation here. So, but we are talking about Leo and Aquarius on October 1st. Well, then we're talking about opposition. We're talking about the golden heart conveying its message to the masses, also receiving the message from the masses, things moving forward. I'm getting financially, but yes, financially in the financial sector, having to do with AI, cryptocurrency, absolutely. With Aquarius bringing in the new age. Now, I would like to stop right there for one moment and move on to October 2nd. October 2nd, we had the moon and the hermit card representing the energy, and also the first quarter moon coming off of the new moon a couple weeks ago, right? How long ago? I gotta get with the moon cycles, right? So we have this weird accent coming through. So the first quarter moon is at 5:14. So the moon card representing the sun and Pisces. So during the day on the 2nd, just a couple days ago, could be dreamy, subconscious. And with the sun in Virgo, for the representing the hermit card, a spotlight on how we can be more perfect. So let's just have the subconscious just relishing in the ideas of how it is that we can improve things. And then we're going to move forward to yesterday with the Sun and the Magician card with 19 and 1. We have it like a spotlight on what's really going on. I can take a look here. The Sun card. We went back to the Strength card for a moment. Strength card. So October, the theme, strength. Working together with the universe. Okay. Saturn and Leo. That's what we needed to bring up, was not only just Leo, but Saturn and Leo. So karmic value, karmic valuation, karmic ascension. Give me a second, would ya? $19 for the Sun card. Romans 12:12. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is good and perfect, the will of God. So as we're creating, we want to create this in alignment with the highest self and the highest good of all. Moving from the formation of love, vibration. Thinking long term is important. I have heard the think long term, think long term. I'm not sure where it was coming from. Somebody kept saying that. So this is Mars and the Sun. They already know what they're up to. Okay, they themselves, the planet. And the advice is long ago, like it's saying advice given, but I'm getting long ago the advice given to the planets. 19-1 individuals, if that's your numerology personally, or just in this energy yesterday, must heed the advice, it says, given in the Bible here. We can say that it's also more than just the one book, but that's a topic for another time. But let your light shine, claiming this victory from Matthew 5:16. So the Sun card, or if you see the number 19, be ye transformed, renew your mind, let your light shine. And isn't that some advice for the shadows that come in? Except ye become as little children, ye cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. So unless you're going to let go of all the bullshit, how are you going to be happy? And then Magician. We'll go back 1. So we're starting again, over again, yesterday. Even though the first already happened, we're starting again yesterday. Mars and Mercury. With how it is that we think about making our decisions and being the great creator in our lives. Living for the highest good of self and all. As above, so below. Okay? New beginnings and decisions. Really. The Magician has all at his disposal. The elements, the human counterparts, the cup, indicating water, the imagination, the sword, air, blah, blah, blah. He's got all the shit here. He's got all of the 4 of them, right? IHVH. Henry. I really can't read that. It's Isis Nazarenus Rex. Is that an L? An I? Iudurium is the Christian cross. That INRI. IVH. So it's, the Yadve Hadve. How's it go? Anyway, I sound like I'm speaking at different languages. The 2 energies have to blend in order for the Magician to meet his task. So your thoughts and actions have to align yesterday. Wow. That was a little bit much for me. So 10-4 with the Judgment and the High Priestess. So 10-4. That's today, 10-4. So we have a message with 10-4. Taking a little sip of coffee. Thank you all for being here. Contribute energy to the Oracle card. Send out the heart vibe up around the earth. Through your heart space, let it fly out, up, and around the earth so you can protect the earth. It's our highest intention of good. Okay, that's the magic. Send it out, around, let it go around town. Okay, you gotta bring it back. Jesus Christ. SpongeBob is here for the reading. Need a little help. So we're going to focus on today now. So today is the Judgment card and the High Priestess. We're going to talk about the Judgment card. You come to a place of ascendment, whatever you want to call it, man. It's where you ascended, man. Ascendment? That's the kind of a state of ascension where now you have ascended, right? Ascendment. You're there. And you're not having judgment. You're having realizations and a higher thought process. With the High Priestess, here today. She is showing that she's present. She's present here, the feminine, with the magician, the masculine. So together with the thoughts and actions, now we have the feminine joining in. So we have a higher mindset. We have the feminine joining in now. For yesterday, like I said, starting over, we brought the magician in with card 1, card 2, high priestess. She brings feminine into the story right now. Okay, so she's going to represent both sides. That's why we see that B and the J. I can't remember exactly what they stand for. I guess I can. Subconscious. Okay, the high priestess is connecting link to the subconscious, through which we must pass in order to use our conscious. So, thus calling into the powers of the magician, the conscious mind. So thoughts and actions together with the subconscious, representing by the moon. And we just had the quarter square of the moon yesterday, so we are moving forward into the full moon on the October 9th. So, and then with the judgment card, 20. So we talked about it already. Sort of like also a resurrection of self, because we started over again yesterday to a certain aspect with the 10-1. Especially when you go through the moon and the hermit, you come back out with, which was on the 2nd, you come back out like, whatever, bro. Just give me a second here. Yeah, we'll do the oracle and the tarot. We're just going to catch up probably just till today, because that's what I'm thinking is like working for me right now. And Saturn. Yes, so Saturn. Okay, also Matthew 10:16. Be ye wise as serpents. Teeth break and prepare food for digestion. So also teeth break and prepare it for digestion. This reminds me of when I was watching this thing on the tube, just TV. It wasn't YouTube. So we used to be like hunter-gatherers up into a certain recent point, and then also we decided to start farming and using grain. And so then when they were grinding the grain, there was pieces of rocks getting I just jumped on here. There was pieces of rock in the grain, and so people's teeth were getting grounded down in a sort of like somewhat unhealthy manner. So sort of moving away from the natural thing to sort of like this mono thing of just the one grain and lack of freedom just kind of grounds down their teeth, you know, but there was other things that happened from that as well. So teeth break food and prepare it for digestion, but I mean, what we're eating can also hurt our teeth. So I guess I don't know what the point is in that. So being able to tell the truth from the false is something that the 3 states of consciousness, man, consciousness, woman, and subconsciousness and child, super consciousness. Tomorrow, 10/5, we're going to move into the world and the Empress. It's not until the 12th where we start over again for a moment and then hop back into something completely different around the 13th. I'm going to move into doing a quick oracle card reading, and then I'll do the tarot and then the oracle. My leg's falling asleep, but really I just wanted to pop on and get the energy live so that I can, if I was just going to pull the cards, I wanted to do it live. And then I brought you the recap of the numerology. I did not well, it sort of had some astrology, but not like, it was based off the tarot. You'd have to look into your own chart or look into the chart. Mars being in Gemini, I know we talked about Mars for a second. The moon, where's the pesky little moon at today, right? Was it in Sagittarius? You'd have to look. I did look this morning, but I just can't remember. So, because like I said at the beginning, it's just like a lot of things to remember. I know that we just had that quarter moon yesterday. I should know where it is, and I probably do. But I think like I can see it. Okay, so 4 of Cups. Maybe they think that you're in a bad mood, but you're not. You're like really just trying to think about something. It's like, okay, one thing at a time. All right, I just really got to focus. Like, you might look defensive or seem like you're trying to be by yourself, but it's not that you're trying to have a bad attitude. I think you really just have something that you really need to think about. I mean, most of the time people are saying that this is you not wanting to take the cup. It's like, but maybe it's like, okay, here's this cup. That's what I'm getting. Because you'd like to take decisive action and be accurate moving forward. And decide what it is that you are going to work on and what it is that you want to be displayed or what you want to be known for. That doesn't really have much to do with the home life at this moment. This all is like coming up at once over here. It's like a new beginning. I'm going to reshuffle these in, but this is like a new beginning for like an emotional reset and moving towards balance, which is really cute with Libra season. This can also be telling me that you might be trying to figure out how you're going to balance work and family. But it tells me that overall you've got a bright outcome. And so maybe you also could be moving or deciding where it is that you're going to be moving or making a change to your home or family. That's a whole hot topic. What else would we need to know? What can we know to clarify this 4 of Wands reversed, please? Okay, this may be reflective energy because it's reflecting to the upright cards. It's actually exactly is not anything besides that. That's exactly what it is. So there's mirroring happening. So it might be difficult for you to kind of see the way these things are working together in a certain fashion. That the choices that you're making are possibly directly relating to your family life, and that the thing that you are thinking about, rather appropriately or inappropriately, you know, positive, negative mindset makes a huge difference here, is directly relating to taking a new action with the Page of Swords reflecting upon it. And where this is going is you want to be secure in who you are, and also you want it to reflect your creativity and have a grounded aspect to it. But you are also craving freedom there in that which it is that you are thinking about, this new thing or new creation or pivotal mind point, mindset, especially with the 4 of Cups reflecting like a mindset. Maybe you want to change your way of thinking. And with the 8 of Pentacles reversing the Chariot, reflecting the Chariot, you may be thinking of how it is that, you know, you'd like to move forward, or maybe inherently, unknowingly, haphazardly knowing that what you're creating is perpetuating the future. So this is all about the actions that we're taking now are actively creating our future, and that's something that we shouldn't be fighting against, but maybe we're not having the knowledge of it at this point in time. So I could take a picture of that real quick. All right. So this is why I've decided that this is a reflection, and that the actions we take moving forward are moving us swiftly into the future. Right? Nice. If we needed a clarifier, what would it be about? Okay. You got the Two of Swords reversed. So you might need all this time thinking about this one thing. It can have you become blind or defensive. Maybe the advice here would be to not be overly structured or narrow-minded, and to maybe let that cup sort of go for a moment. So it can cause a disturbance if you're overthinking. It's definitely overthinking. And then let's see. Regarding the reflection, it's keeping your personal life private with the Hermit over the Four of Wands and Page of Swords. Okay. You know what? And then these things that you're thinking about, so maybe, and then with Mars and Gemini, you could be like Page of Swords, Two of Swords, Page of Swords, Two of Swords about one particular topic. But also that's nobody's business. So keep that to yourself for the time being. And what else would we need to know for those two? Okay. So Queen of Swords. Ultimately, keeping this to yourself, bounce the idea back and forth, keep it close to home. Somebody might see you being quiet, but that's all they need to see. Okay, and focus on your work. Then you're going to move forward in the future, okay, because eventually with the Queen of Swords here on top of the Page and Two of Swords, as well as the Hermit card, there is a clarity that is derived where you're able to move forward with what it is that you would like to do, say, speak or create. Not necessarily create as much as Page of Wands, but speak, say, vocalize. It can also be create. And so you do have the Three of Pentacles on the Chariot. And I'm just getting like a reverbing sound. Like, I don't follow many readers anymore. I don't have the mental capacity to follow readers and do readings. I love everybody. I show my love where I can. I do pay attention where I can and when I can, and then I'm out. So I could be here eventually again to start doing this again on a more consistent basis with you guys. So that's again with this as well. So as you just seen, I kind of went into an internal dialogue about how there's kind of a lot going on. Come in, bring it back. And eventually you come back out again, Keep it to yourself, eventually come back out again. And what the point was is that I have heard other people saying is like choosing who it is that we're going to be moved forward with. And that's based off the actions that we are taking right now. But keep it to yourself. This is something for the future. It's not here yet, but it's also already happening. We're going to do the middle and the bottom of the deck. So for the bottom of the deck, you do have the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Pentacles. So again, just reiterating that the work we're doing now and the things that we're choosing to focus on right now, and also take a rest when you need to. There's a lot going on in the busy world. There's a lot going on in our minds. Maybe there's something that we want to focus on and make a decision on. That's something that we're going to keep to ourselves. It's close to home. Eventually, we know we're back and forth on this thing, whatever it might be. Eventually, the outcome is going to come out, but we need to keep it to ourselves. It's not for people to know. And moving forward, we're choosing who and what we're moving forward with. The Wheel of Fortune is always turning, keeping the long-term goals in mind. The long-term goals are in mind. You're in the mind of the long-term goal, whether you're focusing on the here and now or the infinite. Stay focused and rest when and where needed would be the ultimate advice. But also to, hold on. I had to lift her up, and she got the Seven of Cups. And if I lift it again, Six of Swords is reversed. So I'm going to lay this back down onto Six of Swords. But the Seven of Pentacles she's got a lot to look forward to, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo. Holy shit. Let me show this to you. Oh, little muscle spasm. Like I cannot for the world to know, right? Me, where's the filter? Help. Jeez. I had wings. Or have I been disbarred? Where are they? I lost them. I'm gonna go. Hello? Hello? I'm losing the whole point here. That's no. We don't know. I think they stole my filter away. What the fuck was that, bro? What the fuck is this? I am having a freaking moment. This one's the creepiest. What is that supposed to be? This isn't, I'm sorry. I don't know where my filters are. That was horrifying. The point was, I haven't done the oracle cards yet. If you look at the bottom, take a look at the bottom right corner. You see what I'm saying? I was trying to tell you it's positive. Oh, okay, that's the point. Because we had the middle and the bottom of the deck, and the middle of the deck was the Wheel of Fortune. I believe bottom of the deck is Seven of Pentacles, something along those lines. Either way, the person who can take a rest has a lot to look forward to as you see them looking at the Seven of Cups. So lots of choices, lots of things to do moving forward. This is in the future. So let's now move on to take a little look-see at the oracle cards before we move along. That was really distracting. Like they stole the filter. How do they get to just steal the filter halfway through my video? Super loud. Ouch. Nothing hurt. And I'm just gonna stir them up one more time. To stir them. Ooh. paper ones. Alright. Alright. Oh my god, I'm talking about 1,500 things at once. Water, fire, dark night of the soul, 6 ray of devotion. Hold on. Oh, those are all supposed to represent somebody, by the way. It was like first, second, third, bald-headed nerd. All the different rays. I don't think I wrote them down here. Nope. Not smooth. Okay. What is it that we need to know for those of us who will see the video? The video. Again, with more than one thing happening at once. Merkaba, spiritual protection, and third ray of creative intelligence. But we need just one card for our present moment, please. And then we'll do the middle for the past and the bottom for the future. So in the middle, unplug from mass consciousness, recent past, trust in the plan, and for the future, once again, we have grounding. Unplug from mass consciousness. I'll show you the reading. One moment. Okay, so here's the oracle. Hold on one moment, please. Oracle card for the day is unplug from mass consciousness, card 7. Again, rest. So I was looking for the third 7 because I knew that we got 7-7. I said, where's the third 7? 7-7-7. So here we are. Lucky day, right? Lucky us. We need some rest. Unplug from mass consciousness, and we need to get grounded, continue trusting in the plan as we have been doing. So this is wonderful news. And with 1 and 3, ourselves together with social structures, adding to 4, structure, creating a structure here moving forward. 7, it's time for rest as well. And moving forward with 1 and 5, individually we'll figure out what we can change, and also to take a new perspective moving forward. Overall, if we had 4, 6, 7, 17, 8, so infinite abundance, of things can also be overwhelming. Let's take a look at card number 7, unplug from mass consciousness. There is a belief system based on fear, doubt, and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. And I've heard other people, and I don't usually hear everybody saying the word collective consciousness, but I swear I've heard like 5 fucking people say it over the past couple of days. Maybe the past 24 hours. Really rather insane. Maybe it's just, again, with the social structure, like I said, maybe it's who I'm following or what it is that I'm plugged into. Maybe so it can be like, I keep seeing this one thing, and I say, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, again, with the one thing, with the 4 of Cups there in the tarot reading that we just did. There is a belief system based on fear, doubt, and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says it is safer to stay with the crowd, not to question what you have been taught. It says you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well-being or your emotional needs. It says you should be afraid and not take risks. It says that if you dare stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, even destroyed. You're being guided to unplug from that system of beliefs. You are capable of a more creative, loving, and soul-satisfying way of living. To access this, let go of the way that is too small for your soul. You are brave and aware enough to think outside the square. I was thinking about the box this morning. I had a reading, one of my friends, what was it, the Four of Wands, but it was the Four of Wands and their deck was like, the person was inside of it, the Four of Wands. Those things that trigger us have truth to them, you know. Sometimes it's difficult for us to move past the box. You are brave enough to think outside the square, beyond what society or your peers may consider normal. You're supposed to be questioning things right now. You're in a transition from one way of thinking to another, opening up to a new world which you can trust enough to live in with peace and happiness because of the upgraded new beliefs you are cultivating. No matter how others may resist or criticize your choices, perhaps your new ideas take away from the world that you feel comfortable in. Your higher guidance encourages you to keep opening your mind to a more loving, higher reality. And I just want to say thank you to the subconscious and higher realms for allowing us to have this message here together. I really am grateful to be able to be this person. I can do this. It's just I want to be more committed to doing these things, and you know, it's going to have to take some work on my part. If you have been thinking along new lines and wonder if you are going crazy, your guidance tells you that you're doing a great job. You are not crazy. Trust yourself. You are thinking in ways that do not belong to mass consciousness. It can seem a little scary at first, but once you realize the benefits gained from unplugging, you will enjoy the process much more. It will free you and empower you to live a life of your own choosing. Opportunities and connections can open up to you in ways that defy your old beliefs. Sometimes breaking from the accepted norm, doing things differently, or being considered weird to family, colleagues, and friends is a sign that you are breaking away from the consciousness of the masses, which is not compatible with your own higher frequency consciousness. You were born to bring a new vibration awareness to this planet. You will find those who can benefit and even love you for this difference. And those who are challenged or fearful of you for it. Either way, you can love and approve of yourself, nourish relationships that support you, and have compassionate detachment from those that do not, without compromising who you are in truth. So keep unplugging yourself, one layer, one thought, word, and deed at a time from that which the mass consciousness would have you buy into. More stuff, more fear, more competition, more doubt, and more suffering. You can challenge any thought you don't want to have. Free yourself. You have the power to change your world and the world we live in as a result, one liberating thought at a time. And the invocation for this card reads as follows. The invocation you can read if it just kind of rings true to you, or if you want to draw this nearer to your heart or into the collective consciousness through the power of your free will. It reads as follows. Of my own free will, I now ask for spiritual intervention and divine protection through the guidance that loves me unconditionally. I now request the thorough and complete removal of any entity, thought form, belief system, cord, attachment, or conditioning from my body, mind, and soul that does not resonate with the pure frequency of unconditional love. I ask for this process to happen with divine mercy, wisdom, and blessing. And I'm going to just take a picture of it so that we can see it here and you can read along. Of my own free will, I now ask for spiritual... I'm just going to fast forward till I get to the point where I was. Of my own free will, I now ask for spiritual intervention and divine protection through the guidance that loves me unconditionally. I now request the thorough and complete removal of any entity, thought form, belief system, cord, attachment, or conditioning from my body, mind, and soul that does not resonate with the pure frequency of unconditional love. I ask for this process to happen with divine mercy, wisdom, and blessing. I call upon my own inner power and strength to listen for my truths and stand in the light of those truths at the perfect time and in the perfect way, and with the loving and empowering assistance of my spiritual team. Through divine grace and my own inner spiritual authority, so be it. May all beings be blessed by divine love. May all beings be happy and free. So thank you so much for joining. So this is the reading for October. So it's pretty much September 30th till pretty much today. And pop back on either later or maybe tomorrow or the next day. And grab a little forecast outlook for what's going on. So if you prayed this prayer today, folks, we'd like to believe that you've been saved. I'm just fucking with ya. So thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for contributing your energy to the reading so that we now know what it is we need to know for the day. Ciao, arrivederci.